There are far-right cranks too. I have to mention that. Oklahoma City bombing. Okay, but they're heavily outnumbered in the year 2025 by progressive hate, in my humble opinion. Joining us now is Heather McDonald. You know she is. She's at the Manhattan Institute. She joins us from Irvine, California. You've written a lot extensively about this, and that's why I wanted to get you on. You're a conservative, and you're up front with everybody. You don't like the progressive movement. I never really thought The View was a threat. MSNBC, a little bit more heightened there, but it didn't make me that queasy. But maybe I was wrong in the wake of what happened to Charlie Kirk. How do you see it?
Well, we've learned that even Utah Valley University is not immune from the cancer of anti-Westernism, the cancer of student ignorance, of student narcissism. Before Kirk was going to speak, there were nearly 7,000 signatories to a petition articulating just the philosophy of Matthew Dowd, that somehow speech equals violence. That
Where was that petition launched? Who did that?
Well, I assume it was a Utah Valley University, the usual online petitions.
All right. So at the school, 7,000 people, nobody knows who they are, signed a petition that Mr. Kirk shouldn't speak there because he's a hater. That's what happened?
Right. And so this ideology that Dowd is talking about is coming out of campuses. It's the completely specious connection between speech that disagrees with the elite consensus about race, about white supremacy, about the optional nature of gender, about the unqualified rights of foreigners to enter the United States without any objection from citizens living here, that equals hate speech, and that somehow preposterously students are put at risk from words that they don't like. And that view that this is hate and hate equals violence then switches to its opposite, which is that violence is justified against violence. So the universities, I'm grateful that Trump is going after them, but it can't happen soon enough because they are the source of a complete rejection of what has been the founding ideals, ones that we didn't always live up to. There's been a lot of violations of free speech in American history and British history, but we got pretty close to the ideal before the student narcissism took over.
Well, this is a Marxist play, as you know, Heather. In Russia, when they deposed the Tsar, and I had that in Confronting Evil, what Stalin did. It was like, if you oppose communism, you oppose the people. You're hating the people, okay? And so we can execute you, we can kill you, because you're hating the people. And that's been in play since 1917, all right? I mean, so all this is just gussied up for the American university system right now. Yesterday, they released a list of the worst colleges for freedom of speech. Harvard isn't on it. It won the last 2 years. But, because Trump has really taken them to the woodshed, to use a cliche, Harvard stopped. But Boston College, a Jesuit-run school, I think is number 5. But you can't say anything that they don't like. And it's a progressive school. And so if you say anything against progressives, then you're committing a hate crime. And that's the bowl that Charlie Kirk was put into.
Absolutely.
He disagreed with the progressive approach to politics and life. He spread that word. I thought he did it in a responsible way, although some of the stuff that he said was pretty volatile, but some of the stuff I say is pretty volatile. Okay? So he was killed because of it. He's a martyr. And I don't know if there's any true remorse I'm watching The View today. I go, I don't know about this. So I don't know if this is ever going to get any better. Do you think it will improve now that this atrocity has been exposed?
No, I don't think so. And every side is going to be saying if their guy, if somebody from allegedly their side commits some atrocious act, they will always say, and the right will do this too. This is an individual act. It's not a product of ideology. We should be allowed to make our arguments. We're never literally advocating violence, and I'm sure the left feels the same way. We're not responsible for this guy, and it's easy to mouth the bromides about we got to tone things down and remember the things that unite Americans. I'm thinking, well, what are those at this point? Like, if we don't even agree that there's such things as males and females, or that children that have no risk of dying from COVID should not be put in masks and prevented from interacting with their peers. If we can't agree on that, I don't know what the heck we do.
Well, I agree with you. We're at a divisive state that rivals a civil war. There's no doubt about it. All right, Heather, we really appreciate your point of view as always. I do believe that things are going to improve a little now. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%.